Look, dude, you gotta stop eating like a freaking child, okay? Like, the reason that you're still fat and not where you want to be is because you're still eating like a child. Stop eating like a kid, okay? So, you're eating like straight fast food, just Taco Bell, McDonald's, you know, all this garbage that you do not need at all. You're eating chips at night, you're eating candy, you get your granola bars that say 10 grams of protein, but they're actually like 400 calories, right? You got your cakes and ice cream, just stuff that kids want, you know? Like, man, like, you're a grown man. Like, grow up. Like, it's time to eat some real food. You gotta go to the store. You gotta first you gotta clean out your house. All right, you guys just don't. You just keep garbage laying around your house, and you expect to just overcome your willpower, or sorry, use your willpower to overcome the urge. Like, no. Like, if you're, like, think of it like an alcoholic. They wouldn't, if they're trying to quit, they wouldn't just keep a bottle of Jack sitting around. Just, you know, because. Like, no, they're going to get rid of all that crap to remove the temptation. Otherwise, they're just going to want to drink, right? So, if you're fat, and you think you're fat, you know, like, if you're like 240 pounds, and you're like, oh, it's not that bad. It's like, look in the mirror. Are you happy with what you see? No? Then you're probably fat, right? And just be honest with yourself. Like, you're trying to get better. If you're trying to get better, you should be honest with yourself and be realistic about where you are, right? So you're still fat because you eat like a kid and you have no self-control. And really, it's really not that hard to lose weight. The calorie deficit thing is not that difficult. If you go 500 calories below your maintenance, which you can look up anywhere online, there's tons of calculators out there, and you go 500 calories below that, you will lose weight consistently. It'll be slow, but you don't want it to be fast, because otherwise it's going to be unsustainable, and you're just going to go back to where you are, or where you were before, right? You're just going to gain it all back. So you want to be 500 calories below. And now, what if let's say you're in college. So I was just in college. I'm still in college, but I just got done with my first year, right? And I had to eat at the dining hall every day, 3 times, sometimes 4 times a day, right? For my meals. And so a little story, the first probably 4 months, from September to December-ish, I was trying to bulk, right? Now, looking back, I did not need to bulk at all, right? I still have some leftover gunk that I'm trying to get rid of, right? Some leftover fat. I'm not quite where I want to be. Anyway, so I went from about 190 to 215 over the course of 4 months. Way too much. Way too fat. Like, I gained so much fat so fast. I mean, my bench press was going up, my numbers were going up, I was as strong as I ever was, right? But I just hated how I looked. I looked in the mirror and just be like, man, this is not fun. And the way I bulked was just eating tons of food all the time, right? Dining hall, it's pretty much an all-you-can-eat buffet. When you get in there, you just eat whatever you want. And so I said, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm going to lose this. Now, if you are not in college, which most of you probably are not, and like, say you live at home, you have your own house, you got your own food, you buy your own groceries, it's even easier for you, because you just go to the store and you buy some, you know, lean turkey, lean beef, you get some chicken, some Greek yogurt, like super simple, healthy stuff, and you only eat that, right? Sprinkle in a little extra fruits or whatever you want, like veggies, of course, get your fiber. Anyway, I said I'm gonna cut, and I did. The way I did that, I couldn't track my calories because I have no idea what's in any of the food there. I just ate less food. So I ate twice a day, and I ate, you know, a reasonable amount of food. I'm like, all right, I'm like semi-full. And I ended up losing about 25 pounds. just without tracking it. And it was that easy to just not eat as much food. And the main thing I did was cut out garbage. So I stopped eating out all the time, stopped getting Buffalo Wild Wings and, you know, Domino's and just stupid food like that has tons of calories in it. So you want to cut out the junk, obviously. And your next step is going to be just drop your calories, and you got to watch out for liquid calories, okay? Soda has a ton of calories. Soda, like a 22 ounce thing of soda, hell, even a 12 ounce can of soda is like 140 calories. Now, if you go to a restaurant and you get a full sugar Coke or something, that's gonna be 300 calories. You drink 2 of those, 600. Like you just got rid of your deficit with 2 Cokes. Pretty crazy, right? So you gotta cut that out. There's tons of diet sodas everywhere now. Everything is low calorie, like low sugar, no calorie, like whatever, right? You can get all that stuff. It's safe, you know, until they have a study that says it kills you or something. Like, whatever. I've been drinking that forever. I feel fine. It doesn't, whatever. You'll be fine. If you're 400 pounds, like, you got bigger problems to worry about than the aspartame or sucralose that might hurt your kidneys a little bit, or, you know, you got bigger fish to fry. Okay? So just obviously drink water. Like, over anything else, drink water. It's the main thing. It's super simple. Every animal needs water, and you probably don't drink enough, right? So you're eating all this crap multiple times a week, and now you go down to not eating that crap at all, and you're like, man, I'm really craving a pizza, or I want some ice cream. Okay, cool. Have you been consistent for at least 4 weeks? Minimum 4 weeks? No? Okay, so then you can afford to not eat that, right? So you've been consistent for 4 weeks and you want 1 bowl of ice cream, I mean, it's probably fine, just as long as it's in your, you know, macros and you're not going crazy and binge eating a whole tub of ice cream, right? So you think about the morning. Sometimes you guys get a box of donuts for your coworkers or something, and you have 2 or 3 of those. Well, if you ever look at the label, like the first thing you need to do with this is look at every label that you can to figure out calories of things, so you just have an idea, right? Donuts are like 400 to 600 calories each. It's insane. You know, when I was a kid, I used to just guzzle those down like it was nothing, and it's like I was probably eating 1,200 calories just straight up in the morning. Insane, right? And you gotta track your food. Everything you're eating, track your food for a week and don't make any changes, and just see where you're at. You're probably gonna be at like 3,000 to 4,000 calories, which is more than enough for anyone. Like, you're gonna be in a huge surplus if you're at 4,000 calories, right? So track your food to figure out what you need to eat and how much to eat of that, and just to make sure you're actually like hitting your goal, because you can't just guess your way. You know, I guessed my way to losing 25 pounds, but then I hit like a little roadblock where I just stopped losing weight. I was like, all right, what's going on here? You know, and then I got out of college, came back home to live with my parents for a little bit, started making my own meals, and I got back on track, right? Anyway, last thing, or one of the last things, is you just got to get in the gym, okay? It's going to make it, all this food, extra food you're eating, if you get in the gym and keep eating that, you're going to, you know, grow some muscle and stuff. It's going to be nice. And then you're going to build up a nice base. But really, you should drop your weight, first of all. You should focus on that and also get in the gym so that you're not losing muscle, and it's going to, you know, fill out your frame and make you look a lot better, right? You can wear tank tops and wear a tight-fitting shirt and not feel out of place. So get in the gym, be consistent with your diet, track it, stop eating goofy stuff like a child. You know, you're not a kid anymore. You know, you don't have an infinite metabolism, you know, and even kids don't have that. I mean, I see fat kids all the time, and they're like, I mean, I just feel bad for them because it's not even their fault. Like, you see a 12-year-old kid, and he's 300 pounds. It's like, dude, the parents are failing them. It sucks. It's really unfortunate. So really just focus on these basics: gym, track your calories, and stop eating goofy crap and stupid foods, and you'll be fine. Like, you will lose tons of weight. You will look better than you ever have. You'll feel much more confident. Just everything that's good, you will get it. It takes commitment. It takes discipline over a period of time. Probably 6 months to a year. You need to do at least that, and you'll be fine. Be consistent. Do not quit. Okay? So, if you like the video, consider subscribing. Also, leave a comment if you have any video suggestions or just any thoughts or anything. So, peace.